So my lesson title is Movement in Math, and the central focus of this lesson is building muscular strength as well as a mathematical additive in there to keep the brain functioning a little better. The learning objectives is improving upper body strength as well as core strength, and along to go with that in the mathematical side is improving critical thinking speed and overall mathematical process and getting through equations faster. For the safety attire, since the students really won't be using much equipment, it just make sure they have the correct safety attire on, or correct workout attire on, as well as they're not in the way of each other and have ample room so they can't get in the way. For the warm-up, they just need to get their heart rate going a little bit. So they need to do 15 jumping jacks, followed over by the crossover arm stretch, followed by arm circles, and that should have their arms moved up enough for the lesson, and they'll have their heart ready to go. Alright, and for the skill development activity, the equipment needed for this lesson will be several decks of cards, as well as yoga mats if those are available just for comfort. The lesson focus, for the activity, the students will be split into pairs and they will be playing a game of war. So for this game of war, the two students will they will each split the deck and draw cards. Whoever has a higher card wins. The student with the lower card then has to do a push-up. While they are playing this game, they are in push-up position, holding a vertical plank, and they just flip over the cards and play a game of war that way. The loser has to do a push-up. And once they run out of cards, they'll take a break, and they can play another game. All right. Instructional cues on that. This is really a practice method of teaching, to whereas once you set the instructions to go, the students are able to just keep going and playing without much instructor input. So they will know when they turn over the card, they will see who has to do the push-up or not. All right. And for the assessment of this, it's really hard to assess the students on a day-by-day basis on their muscular strength improvements. So for a day-by-day assessment, I would say just you'd have to focus on their effort they're putting in and the attitude they're bringing towards the lesson and how they're attempting to do everything. But for the seeing the progress of muscular strength being built, you can do a beginning, middle, and end of semester or year test to see how far they've came in their time in the lesson.